The Last of Us video game and show co-creator Neil Druckmann explains a deviation the show will take from the video game regarding Abby's backstory. Abby, Caitlin Dever, an antagonist in the critically acclaimed video game sequel, will be a key character in The Last of Us Season 2, joining the likes of Ellie, Bella Ramsey, and Joel, Pedro Pascal, in humanity's desperate fight to survive in a world plagued by the zombie-like infected. Early promotional materials for the show's return, which is set for April 13th, have hyped Abby's presence in a major way. In a press conference earlier this week that Screen Rant attended, Druckmann announced that Abby's backstory will appear early on in The Last of Us Season 2. His decision stems from a key difference between The Last of Us Part 2 and the television show, as he explained what this means for The Last of Us Season 2. Audiences will learn about Abby early in the season. In The Last of Us Part 2, the player largely plays as Abby during the second half of the game after an initial introduction when it begins. This feature of the game allows someone to literally step foot into Abby's shoes and control her actions, but television shows cannot provide the same effect. Because of this, as Druckmann explained, The Last of Us Season 2 will have to show viewers Abby's story early on in the season in order for them to better understand and connect with her. Abby's backstory will be fleshed out early on in Season 2, allowing viewers to form a connection with the character from the start. Without going into spoilers, her backstory ties into the events of The Last of Us Season 1 ending, so it could be that an early flashback to the finale will reveal what happened. Abby is an incredibly divisive character among game fans, but her story does give people the opportunity to empathize with her. Season 2 could get ahead of viewers' original distaste by beginning to unravel her background in the very first episode. Our take on revealing Abby's backstory in The Last of Us Season 2. It makes sense to introduce Abby's background early in the season. Abby looking distressed in The Last of Us. Introducing Abby's background in the first episode of The Last of Us Season 2 makes sense for the show. It's a smart decision because it allows audiences to connect with Abby early on and understand her motivations, which will be key considering what she will do. Without a backstory for her character, her actions could immediately put her on the outs with the audience. Abby is a key piece of the story, and it is critical for The Last of Us to do her, and her backstory, justice in Season 2.